has been a month since I started the series The Best Roller Coaster of Every Single Country. But now we're nearing the end, because today it's time for the penultimate episode. I'm Callaway Coasters, and you're watching The Best Roller Coaster of Every Single Country Part 4, Africa.
I'm standing at the edge now, it's about to go down. I'm gonna take it higher. It's time for me to light it so they can't deny it. Yeah. Bring that fire. Bring that fire. Bring that fire.
Before we begin, please make sure to subscribe to this channel and enable notifications so you'll be notified when the next video gets uploaded. There is a long list of countries in Africa with no roller coasters, so let's speedrun through them. These are the Gambia, Guinea, Mali, Mauritania, Niger, Central African Republic, Cameroon, Chad, Sierra Leone, Guinea-Bissau, Benin, Congo, Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, Sao Tome and Principe, South Sudan, Burundi, Eritrea, Djibouti, Namibia, Eswatini, Seychelles, Comoros, and Cabo Verde. As far as the territories go, you have Western Sahara, Saint Helena, Mayotte, Réunion, and the French Southern Territories. If you are new to this series, we rank these countries on a tier list based on their current best roller coaster. If there was a coaster in the past that was better than the coaster that the country currently has, it will be mentioned. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get started. Canary Islands. This Spanish overseas territory has a one-of-a-kind roller coaster. Roller coaster at Holiday World Woodland Fun Park. This is the world's only technical park speedway, a roller coaster that focuses on twists, turns, and helices, all while sitting in a compact footprint. Now, the Canary Islands were supposed to get an extreme coaster. In the 1980s, Las Palmas was supposed to open an amusement park called Tivoli. Unfortunately, due to financial problems, it never opened, but it was supposed to feature one of the very first Vekoma boomerangs. This particular installation ended up becoming the one at La Ronde. According to RCDB, it had white supports and yellow track, so it would have looked a little something like this. I'm going to put the Canary Islands in the D tier. Somaliland. Even though Somaliland is recognized by absolutely nobody other than themselves, let's show them some love. Or at least try, 'cause their only roller coaster is a powered coaster at the Safari Resort Convention Center. Yeah, that's their only roller coaster. Let's put it in the D tier. Morocco. From the only African country to have a pavilion in Epcot's World Showcase, we have two extreme coasters. One of them is Roller Coaster at Coco Park. This is a knockoff boomerang. More specifically, a Heart roller coaster mall by Zhejiang Juma. The other extreme coaster is Serpent at Sindibad, a Gerstlauer Eurofire. I'm picking this one. I'm going to put Morocco in the C tier. Algeria. Algeria has a lot of Zyklons, but two of them are SDC galaxies called Higher Mountain. One of them at Jannat al-Alam and the other one at Parc d'Attractions BBA. However, there is only one extreme coaster in Algeria, and it's the only coaster in the country with an inversion. This unnamed coaster is located at Cetaphis Playland and is a Wuhan Fute small vertical ring roller coaster. I'm going to put Algeria in the D tier just below the Canary Islands. Tunisia. Tunisia has not one but two Inner Park Wildwinds, in a Wildewind at Springland and Grand 8 at Annabelle Park. But Tunisia's best coaster is King Kong at Carthage Land, a spin coaster manufactured by EOS Rides that sits on top of a Medina with a dark ride section at the end and an animatronic of King Kong in the middle of the ride. I'm putting Tunisia in the D tier just below Algeria. Libya. Throughout its entire history, Libya only ever had kiddie coasters, and the biggest one of them is an unnamed wacky worm at Omar Al Mukhtar theme park. This is a Bruco Meller model by DAL Amusement Rides Company. I'm putting Libya in the D tier just above Somaliland. Egypt. Egypt has three extreme coasters. Boomerang at Garoland is a Vekoma Boomerang, and Roller Coaster at Dream Park is a Vekoma SLC with an additional helix. It also gives views of the Great Pyramids of Giza off in the distance. But Al Malahi in Cairo has a Jinma Rides suspended roller coaster called Dragon Force. Even though Roller Coaster at Dream Park has the better layout, Dragon Force is way smoother, so I'm picking this one. I'm putting Egypt in the C tier above Morocco. Sudan. Sudan's biggest coaster appears to be what looks like an Alan Herschel Might Mouse, located at Child City in Khartoum. I'm putting Sudan in the D tier below Algeria. Senegal. Senegal's only roller coaster is La Chenille at Magic Land, a wacky worm made by an unknown manufacturer. You may recognize this coaster from Oblivion's video, The Quest to Find the Wackiest Wacky Worm.
Okay, before I show you the next one, I'd like to warn you that it's very, very scary. Like, I've been having nightmares about this thing since I've seen it. This was La Chenille, located at Magic Land, Senegal. I think this is the creepiest design I've seen so far. Like, why is his face skin colored, but the rest of his body is caterpillar colored? Did someone like transplant a human head onto a caterpillar? It kind of looks like Boris Johnson as well. The whole vibe of this coaster feels off, but I cannot deny its wackiness. I think this is a 9 on the wacky scale, but I'm also leaning towards 10, because why would they even make this thing? We'll say 9.5 for now. Thank goodness this thing was closed in 2007, that's all I can say.
And to answer Oblivion's question, the head wasn't originally skin-colored. It was originally yellow, as seen in this POV video shot in 2015. Only with wear and tear did it become red, as seen in this picture from RCDB dating from 2024. If you're Oblivion and you're reading RCDB wrong, you may think that this coaster closed in 2007, but actually it's still in operation. It's actually written that it opened between December 1st, 2005 and September 30th, 2007. And as far as how Senegal ranks on the tier list, it goes at the bottom of the D tier. Côte d'Ivoire. If you can't pronounce Côte d'Ivoire, just say Ivory Coast. Their only roller coaster is Chenille at Paradisia Abidjan. This is a powered coaster with only one helix. It appears to be a caterpillar coaster from LMQ Rides, based on the train. However, LMQ Rides caterpillar coasters have 2 helices, while this one only has 1. I'm putting Côte d'Ivoire in the D tier, just above Senegal. Ghana. Believe it or not, as of 2026, Ghana is the last country to ever receive their first roller coaster. They only got it in 2024, and it's none other than a Zhengzhou human-powered coaster. Something you can buy on Alibaba for like only $3. And this one is found at Kuminga Park. Not an exciting coaster for the first in your country. I'm putting Ghana at the bottom of the D tier. Togo. Wait, no, wrong Togo. There we go. If you thought that Togo had coasters made by Togo, well, you guessed wrong. 'Cause Togo, the country, has only one roller coaster, and it's an unnamed LMQ Rides caterpillar coaster located at Tata Park. I'm putting Togo in the D tier, just above Côte d'Ivoire. Nigeria. Nigeria's biggest roller coaster is Big Roller Coaster at Dreamworld Amusement Park. This is a spinning wild mouse, though according to the videos I found, the cars don't seem to spin. I'm putting Nigeria in the D tier above Sudan. The Democratic Republic of the Congo. The DRC only has one roller coaster, Train de Requin at Parc Kinshasa. This is a wacky worm, but instead of a caterpillar as the train, it's a shark. I'm putting the Democratic Republic of the Congo in the D tier, just below Senegal. Ethiopia. Last year, Ethiopia was supposed to open their first roller coaster with an inversion, a Zifao 4-ring roller coaster at the GAST Conference and Wellness City Resort. Though as of 2026, both the coaster and park are not open yet, despite the coaster being tested with riders. So if there's anyone from GAST watching this video which are looking for a name for this coaster, consider Sahara Cyclone. I'm putting Ethiopia at the bottom of the C tier. Somalia. Somalia's only roller coaster is a family spinning coaster at Darussalam City in Mogadishu. This roller coaster is so undocumented that it doesn't even appear in the park's promotional material and doesn't even make a single cameo in any of the park's videos or vlogs. I hope one day we will find more information on this roller coaster, but until then, it belongs in the D tier just below Tunisia. Uganda. Uganda's biggest roller coaster is at Freedom City Kids Park, and it's a large oval-shaped powered coaster. Its layout even wraps around a pool. I'm putting Uganda in the D tier above Somalia. Rwanda. Rwanda's only roller coaster is an LMQ Rides Caterpillar coaster located at Bambino Super City. I'm putting Rwanda in the D tier below Togo. Kenya. Kenya only has family coasters. Two of them pique my interest. One of them is Roller Coaster at Poa Place Resort, a twin helix powered coaster. The other one is Space Car at Fun World Amusement Park, also known as Show according to the sign. This is a gravity-powered single-helix family coaster. I'm picking Roller Coaster at Poa Place Resort. I'm putting Kenya in the D tier just below Libya. Tanzania. Two options here. Zyklon at Fun City is a Zyklon, and Spinning Coaster at Kariakoo is a Jinma Rides spinning coaster. I'm picking the latter. I'm putting Tanzania in the D tier below Nigeria. Zambia. Zambia has two roller coasters, and funnily enough, both of them are called Roller Coaster. One of them is at Wonderworld Amusement Park and is a simple family coaster. The other one is at Happy Land in Lusaka, and it's a spinning coaster. I'm picking the one at Wonderworld. I'm putting Zambia in the D tier above Uganda. Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe's only roller coaster is an LMQ Rides Caterpillar coaster at Hampden's Amusement Park. I'm putting Zimbabwe in the D tier above Togo. Malawi. Malawi only ever had one roller coaster, and it was an unnamed wacky worm at Dreamland Restaurant and Park. It operated from 2015 to 2023. I'm putting Malawi in the D tier just below the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Mozambique. I'm not sure if you ever knew about this, but did you know that Mozambique once had an amusement park? It was called Luna Park and operated in the 1960s, back when Mozambique was still a Portuguese colony and that Maputo City was called Lourenço Marques. They had a side friction wooden coaster. It is believed to be the same coaster that operated at Luna Parque in Lisbon, where it was called Zigzag da Vertigem. Though, according to this video, it seems that when it was in Mozambique, it was called Wilder Mouse. Well, I'm not sure if wild mice ever existed back then, but Luna Park would close sometime around 1969, and this side friction wooden coaster would end up becoming the last coaster that Mozambique ever got. Which is sad. I'm putting Mozambique in the D tier just below the Canary Islands. Angola. Ulengo Center Glakini is Angola's only amusement park. Unfortunately, it has been SBNO since the COVID-19 pandemic. Their largest roller coaster is Montanha da Leba, a Beijing Shibalai single-loop double spiral roller coaster. I'm putting Angola at the bottom of the C tier. Botswana. Botswana's only extreme coaster is Gwazi. No, not that one. There we go. This is a Schwarzkopf looping star at Lion Park Resort. You may remember this coaster from part 3, where I briefly discussed it for Hungary, cause it used to be at the Dom Park under the name Looping Star. But nowadays, you can find it in Botswana, as the country's only major coaster. I'm putting Botswana in the C tier below Morocco. South Africa. Gold Reef City has a great 1-2 punch with the world's once most forceful roller coaster Tower of Terror and the world's only Jovanola inverted coaster Anaconda. Though Anaconda gets the edge. I'm going to put South Africa in the B tier. Lesotho. Lesotho only ever had one roller coaster. It was an oval-shaped kiddie coaster that operated at Baduza Family Park from 2014 to 2024. I'm going to put Lesotho at the bottom of the D tier. Madagascar. Madagascar's only roller coaster is Montagne Russe at FFA Parc d'Attractions. This is an LMQ Rides Caterpillar coaster. What is funny is that the park's promotional video shows a wacky worm when talking about Montagne Russe. They do show a few snippets of the actual coaster, but for Montagne Russe, they show a wacky worm that's not even in the park, while when they're talking about the other rides, they only show rides in the park. What the I'm putting Madagascar in the D tier just below Togo. And finally, Mauritius. Mauritius has 2 roller coasters, but only one of them is notable enough. This is Tulawaka Gold Coaster at Casella World of Adventures, a vegan alpine coaster with some theming. I'm putting Mauritius at the top of the D tier. Africa may not be the richest continent out there, but it does have a unique niche in the theme park industry. Every country wants a coaster, no matter the size. Africa may not have the biggest, the tallest, or the fastest rides out there, but many countries race to get their own roller coaster. And in Africa, you're bound to find a few filler coasters, but every filler coaster is important to that country's coaster collection. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe to this channel and enable notifications. A like on this video would be appreciated as it helps me against the YouTube algorithm. And also, stay tuned for part 5, the final part, in which we will explore Asia and Australia. But until then, I'm Callaway Coasters, feel the grip of Vortex, and I'll see you all in the next one.